Soulless, the first book in the Parasol Protctorate series, by Gail Carriger. Chapter 1, in which parasols prove useful. Miss Alexia Tarbotti was not enjoying her evening. Private balls were never more than meddling amusement for spinsters, and Miss Tarbotti was not the kind of spinster who could garner even that much pleasure from the event. To put the pudding in the puff, she had retreated to the library, her favourite sanctuary in any house, only to happen upon an unexpected vampire. She glared at the vampire. For his part, the vampire seemed to feel that their encounter had improved his ball experience immeasurably. For there she sat, without escort, in a low-necked ball gown. In this particular case, what he did not know could hurt him, for Miss Alexia had been born without a soul, which, as any decent vampire of good blood knew, made her a lady to avoid most assiduously. Yet he moved toward her, darkly shimmering out of the library shadows, with feeding fangs ready. However, the moment he touched Miss Tarbotti, he was suddenly no longer darkly doing anything at all. He was simply standing there. The faint sounds of a string quartet in the background as he foolishly fished about with his tongue for fangs unaccountably mislaid. Miss Tarbotti was not in the least surprised. Soullessness always neutralized supernatural abilities. She issued the vampire a very dull look. Certainly, most daylight folk wouldn't peg her as anything less than a standard English prig. But had this man not even bothered to read the vampire's official abnormality roster for London and its greater environs? The vampire recovered his equanimity quickly enough. He reared away from Alexia, knocking over a nearby tea trolley. Physical contact broken, his fangs reappeared. Clearly not the sharpest of prongs, he then darted forward from the neck like a serpent, diving in for a jump. "I say," said Alexia to the vampire, "we have not even been introduced." Miss Tarbotti had never actually had a vampire to try to bite her. She knew one or two by reputation, of course, and was friendly with Lord Akeldama, who was not friendly with Lord Akeldama. But no vampire had ever actually attempted to feed on her before. So Alexia, who abhorred violence, was forced to grab the miscreant by his nostrils, a delicate and therefore painful area, and shove him away. He stumbled over the fallen tea trolley, lost his balance in a manner astonishingly graceless for a vampire, and fell to the floor. He landed right on top of a plate of treacle tart. Miss Tarbotti was most distressed by this. She was particularly fond of treacle tart, and had been looking forward to consuming that precise plateful. She picked up her parasol. It was terribly tasteless for her to be carrying a parasol at an evening ball, but Miss Tarbotti rarely went anywhere without it. It was of a style entirely of her own devising, a black frilly confection with purple satin pansies sewn about, brash hardware, and buckshot in its silver chip. She whacked the vampire right on top of the head with it as he tried to extract himself from his newly intimate relations with the tea trolley. The buckshot gave the brass parasol just enough heft to make a deliciously satisfying thunk. "Manners!" instructed Miss Tarbotti. Okay, so this book is just so fun and, I don't know, totally enjoyable to read. And I've been reading all of the books in this series, and every book is just as fun as this one. And if you read it, you will laugh, and you'll laugh, and then you'll cry of laughing, which I admit to have done. So yes, Read Soulless and read it like now. Bye!